Hello, gamers of the Game Report. I was just surfing the forums and I found some interesting news about upcoming reworks on a few champions. Specifically, Irelia, Akali, Gangplank, and Darius. Darius has been having a lot of changes lately, having to do with his ulti and what they could specifically change on him. So they buffed the ulti from having a 12-second timer to activate your ultimate again to 20. It gives you a lot more time in team fights, and I will go deeper into this with the post that I found on the forums. Before we do this, though, I have a RP contest for you guys. $50 worth of RP. I think it's 7,200 RP. It's a lot of RP, guys. This is an amazing contest that I run on each video. Each video on its own is separate from each contest, so I have multiple running at the same time, and it's pretty easy to manage. The three things you have to do to enter the contest are simple. Subscribe to my channel, the Game Report 1, this channel. I'm going to leave a channel in the description below. The channel name is DracoDMD. I'm going to leave a link to it. He does lots of Minecraft stuff. He's made a Connect 4 video in Minecraft. He's done soccer in Minecraft with Silverfish, all these cool things. You guys should really check it out, watch his videos. He even has some like car overviews from GTA 5. If you guys like GTA 5 and Minecraft, go check it out, go subscribe. That's one of the requirements. And the final one is go follow my Twitch. I'll leave a link to that too. It's twitch.tv/thegamereport. Pretty simple. I stream League of Legends, and every now and then I'll stream Minecraft. I stream raiding and selling the ender pearls or whatever my money source is on the server. I play Woodycraft, and I'm Baltop with like 40 million. I've basically broken the server. But now to go on to what this video is all about. Hope you guys really enjoy the contest though. Irelia. There was a post asking why do you guys do reworks? So, they asked about these four champions. Why are they doing reworks for Irelia, Akali, Gangplank, and Darius? Irelia, they said, she's coldish. I think we need to spend more time thinking about what we want bruisers to be. So, probably the part they're going to want to do is where she can be a tank out of the top lane. She can handle her lane, obviously be able to farm under tower, be able to siege tower if she needs to, and really 1v1 people and handle it. Have some form of sustain, and obviously be tanky enough so that in the mid game when she has to team fight, she has to be able to survive, lock down people with her E and whatever else. Maybe they make some changes and give her more CC. That would actually make a lot of sense. Right now they only have the stun on the E if the opponent is higher health than you. Really, she has lifesteal on the ulti. W is true damage and lifesteal per attack, and the Q is just damage farming. I don't really see her being very useful. That's why in the LCS right now, NA and EU, you haven't been seeing much Irelia. There's better top lanes like Renekton, Mundo, Gnosis. Okay, so now Akali. They say she's cold. I feel she's in a decent place. Her dueling potential may be too high, but in teamfight enemies have tools to control her. She benefited a little from the removal of oracles, but it's not the end of the world. Note that in the Voyboy game today, we saw an Akali snowball crazy out of control. Any champion is going to be a problem at 11-0. The Voyboy situation, I was watching it, he basically got camped by his jungler and was able to get, it was an early like 2 kills, and then it just continued to snowball because he was able to turret dive and get out without even taking anything. There was one point when he gets ignited, the last tick of ignite leaves him with like 30 health, and he was about to basic attack a ward to save himself, so he wouldn't have died anyways, but it was only because he was super fed that he was able to do that. He was able to rush a Hextech Gunblade and go crazy, but realistically, you have to think about it. If Akali does not get a lot of kills in the beginning, she kind of falls off because she will get out-farmed by most mids like Ziggs or Orianna. She'll get out-harassed even though she's an energy champion because they'll just get Athene's and Holy Grail. She won't be doing the crazy damage that she needs to. She won't be picking up the large amount of kills to snowball, and she won't be able to out-farm the other champions and won't be able to out-roam because she has no farm or kills. Just my opinion. This isn't like, oh, she'll never be good. No, she is good in certain games when there's like 3 tanks and she's a carry. She has peel and she can get fed. Gangplank, hot, hot, hot. Right, G-Mang is working on a rework that has all of us very excited. He very much keeps his global cannon barrage alt and gets one very cool new ability that I don't want to spoil. G-Mang will talk about it when he's ready. However, I still think the rework needs more treasure. They probably will rework his E. His E technically doesn't feel satisfying as it could be. Sure, yes, I love the W. Being able to basically get rid of all CC that's on you is awesome. The global ult to clear waves or to pick up kills or to help in team fights when you're not there, since you are top lane, you're not really able to just cross the map unless you have TP. And then the Q on-hit effect with crit and the passive that slows them. He's a great-ass champion, and he's just not played very much, and I think that maybe a change to his E would make him feel a lot better. Maybe another CC. Let's add a stun to that. Or, actual sustain, maybe? Because the W isn't the best for sustain. Either way. Darius. Reasonably hot. We have a rework that sort of got 90% of the way there. We want to position Darius as a team fight time bomb. Get to max stacks, bleed, and dunk fools. One of our brilliant interns worked on this last year, and Riot Scruffy finished it up. It's currently mothballed as we wait for art resources. There are other reworks that are much higher on the list in terms of art. Scruffy himself can probably talk more about this. Personally, I enjoyed jungling the new Darius a lot in our internal playtest. So I've been playing a lot of Darius. Right now I actually had just changed my name to Solo Top Darius because I was finding that the Gear Import Space YT was getting me too much attention. I was getting focused. So I switched to Solo Top Darius because I honestly I knew this stuff was going to come. I knew Darius reworks were coming. I saw the Darius buff of 20 seconds. It already feels a lot better with the 20 seconds on his ult because I go into a team fight. I'm mostly tanky, build some form of AD, maybe some Trinity Force, and what the fuck was the other item? Zephyr. I'm allowed to basically like build tank after that, sit in team fights, getting stacks because of my high attack speed, the crit, the Trinity Force off each ability, the cooldown reduction for my abilities. It's easy to get the 5 stacks and then to have my ulti reset and be able to keep dunking people. It just feels so satisfying. Out of top lane, it's really easy to last hit, set it under your tower, and just enjoy the free farm as you then go into the mid game where you can dominate in team fights. Darius rework, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you guys enjoy all this information and get some type of intel of what's going to happen to each champion. I hope they take it in the direction I've discussed. There's some other parts that they've talked about. This is a quote from Feral Pony. I'll answer in terms of team priorities to rework, not release, since everything is always subject to change. Zilean, room temperature, not in the near future, but folks want to work on him. Zilean, there's a lot of changes. He could become a better support, technically not saying he's not a good one. There are people who only play Zilean and he can be used well. Sion, boiling. This is still really early on, but he's the champion the team is most excited to work on. Because right now we've been seeing a lot of AP Sion and AD Sion. We see AP more. AP mid Sion. I don't think they want to take it in that direction. I think they want to move him to top lane or jungle. Imagine Sion in the jungle. He would be very good, and maybe he gets an extra bonus for killing big monsters instead of just getting the standard health per minion he kills. Urgot, room temperature, will happen, but not short term. Urgot, technically, we don't see much of him. That's all. Same with Poppy. You don't see very much of Poppy. Warm, strong desire to do this from the team, but he is behind Sion in priority. Mantheon, cold, pretty low for priority for a rework. His gameplay is in a decent spot, and his theme is cool. Pantheon is well played. We saw him in the LCS. It was overpow on Pantheon mid. That was really strong. I think we also saw Pantheon jungle. It ganked today in the NALCS. It might have actually been, it was the Pantheon and the Akali that I was talking about earlier. That's what got Voyboy so fed on Akali. The Pantheon gank with stunning into Q. He finished it up with a flash for the final Q that got the 100% crit on the mid. Then Kassadin hot. Though much smaller scope than a full rework, you guys have probably already seen these changes on the PB. So they're basically making changes to his W. They're buffing the W and buffing the ulti, but nerfing his other abilities like his E and his Q to make him more in-your-face, high-risk, high-reward sort of. Udyr, true ice cold. Udyr is a boss, no plans for a rework. Udyr is a boss. I fucking love Udyr. I'll show you guys some games I've had on Udyr, and he's just really fun to play. So I go 11, 6, and 10. My team wasn't doing hot, but my Udyr build, my Udyr score, my Udyr towers pushed, I got none because I was jungle. But either way, Udyr is extremely fun to play. I'm gonna run through a few more of these posts just to see if I'm missing anything. But I'm really like I love seeing their reworks, guys. They've been doing really well on the guys that they've reworked. Any word on Talon? The guy has a boring kit, niche role, and worst off, his theme has already been done. Blade Assassin, Katarina, AD Caster, Pantheon, Zed, Kha'Zix all do it better. Anti-Mage, hello, Kassadin. I agree that Talon could really use a rework, but no one is currently working on him. Talon, I had a Talon versus me one time in ranked. He went 30-0-0 as his masteries, and he all-in me at level 2 as Veigar. Maybe it is, he anti-maged me because level 2, I was level 1, all-ins me with EQ, and I really don't have very much at level 1 except for my Q as Veigar, and I kind of made a huge mistake. I see him being strong and underplayed. He's extremely good. It's just, yeah, other champions do his role better because they have resets. If they gave him a reset, it kind of would make him pretty strong, like Kha'Zix. Oranges are still part of the GP rework, right? People will be furious if they can't get their vitamin C. Don't worry, he still binges on citrus. He's still Gangplank, maybe even more Gangplank. See that, guys? I told you they'd probably keep the W because that honestly feels really strong. It's a high skill cap ability of his, and if you get good with it, it's almost like getting good with Sivir's E, the spell shield. If you get good with it, it's basically it's a form of cleanse, and it's really good. That is basically all, guys. I hope you are looking forward to these reworks as much as me. Clearly, a lot of changes coming, and all of them basically positive. They seem like they basically make the champions more viable, nicer to play, have more to them, more depth, and the skills work together better. That's what I'm hoping for. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to enter the contest, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to youtube.com/DracoDMD. Link will be in the description as I already discussed.